Boys. Watch out, Kins. No, we're not getting on Mama's lap. You are being a little too clingy right now, sir.
Down, girl.
All the doggies.
Well, I did something stupid. But first.
Hi.
How was your day? Oh my goodness.
Excuse you? Mister? Sir? What is this? You are not a lap dog. Oh my gosh, you're okay. He's so happy. He's like, Mom, I haven't seen you all day. You've been gone.
I prefer to be up, Mama. What's going on with this?
Yeah. I am the king of the mountain. I need to be dominant. All right. So my day was good. It was pretty uneventful. Really? Ow. Excuse you. No. Not okay. Not okay. It was... Oh, there's an egg right there.
Yeah, I was going to mention that somebody dropped an egg in the middle of our rock for some reason. Yeah, he's being a little weird.
He's being very weird. I mean, we just got home, and I'm sure we smell like all sorts of different weird things.
Well, he did that to you yesterday, too.
Just at the very end.
Yeah.
He usually doesn't do it when I'm sitting here, though. You're being a
Levi,
good...
sit.
Thank you.
Good
Down.
boy. Down.
Down.
Good boy.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, my day was pretty uneventful. It was just work. I had, meetings and general stuff, and then...
You didn't say stay.
I know. Then I went into the house to start a load of laundry.
Kinsley.
And I just happened to be in the house, and Nate asked me for a straw, and he asked me to fill up his water. So I did both of those, and then
You complied.
I complied with my husband's demands. It was, no. Sir. Sit. Down. Down. You're just a little snot right now. And then I finished putting the laundry into the wash. And then I heard Nate
Yell, Katie, I need your help. Immediately.
And I was like, what? I could hardly hear him because he was vacuuming at the time. And he's in the crawl space. And since we have no floor, I could just walk to the front door and look down to see what he needed. And he turns around, and let me tell you something.
Well, let me back up here. I'll resume this story in a second. So,
No.
what is he doing?
I don't know.
I mentioned yesterday that I was going to put the new floor joist and sill plate underneath the south wall. And I thought I was going to be able to get all of that done today. Silly me, that's not the case.
No.
But I got 7 feet of the 24 feet on the south wall. I have a new sill plate in, a new floor joist in, and it's going to have 3 anchor bolts in that one 7-foot sill plate. And I have an anchor bolt, the hole drilled, but no anchor bolt in it, because this is where the
Amateur hour.
This is where the Katie, I need help outcry happened.
Outcry, it was.
It was an outcry.
It was.
So this is where I did something stupid. So I'm drilling the hole, it's a 1-inch, half-inch hole in the concrete to put the anchor bolt into, to tie the sill plate to the foundation. And you drill, it creates a bunch of dust, and then you're supposed to blow out the dust and then put your anchor bolt in. So I have the vacuum going to suck out the dust, and I use the straw that I asked Katie for, and I wasn't wearing my safety glasses for some stupid reason. Like, I'm always wearing that mask. I wasn't wearing any safety glasses. I went down and I blew, and the whole, my eye was literally right over the hole, and it just went directly into my eye. Just a massive amount of dust, of concrete dust, into my eyeball, my left eye, covering my entire face. So I'm yelling for Katie because I can't see, I'm blinded. I literally, I can't open my eyes. It hurts so bad because it just grit inside of my eye, or between my eye and the lid. So anyway, so yell for Katie. Katie comes in and she sees.
He looks up at me, drool, snot, just caked with this I don't know if you can see his pants, but like
Very
just caked
fine,
with
very fine
brownish,
concrete dust.
grayish dust all over his face. And I'm like, and he has his earplugs in and he's got the vacuum and he's literally trying to use his foot
to turn the vacuum off.
the vacuum off, but he has his eyes all closed. And I was like, what do you need? He's like, can you go get some eye wash? So I go inside to get him eye drops, and then I found we had like a nasal rinse container thing that I thought would work better for putting water in to flush it better, and then because the eye drops don't have a lot of pressure.
Nope.
And so I did that the best I could, but he still was complaining that
Yeah,
it was really painful.
There's still
and
stuff in it.
There was still stuff. So I was like, well, let's go to either urgent care or emergency room.
Yeah.
You pick.
Yeah. So we ended up heading to urgent care, the same one you had been to the urgent care, and you had pretty good luck with them.
Yeah.
So we went to the urgent care. Meanwhile, I mean, it's a 30-minute drive. So meanwhile, I'm holding my eye, trying to keep it closed, trying to keep my eyeball from moving and anything, you know, from scratching the eye. And head into town, we get to urgent care, fill out all the paperwork on Katie's phone. She's doing it for me.
I'm filling it all out, yeah.
And she goes and tells them what I'm there for. And like 10 minutes later, they're like, no, you need to go to the ER. So apparently urgent care doesn't do things with eyes.
Didn't know that.
We didn't know that. We thought it was just a quick eye wash. And, but concrete, I knew this, but concrete is, the chemical reaction can burn your skin and eyeballs. I think that's more on newly poured concrete before it's been set, but still, you never know.
You don't want it in your eyeballs.
You don't want it in your eyeballs. So
I'm all afraid that I'm pouring water and it's gonna like start to.
Oh yeah, congeal.
Yeah, and I was like, what is it? What's gonna happen?
Yeah. That foundation's almost, what, 70 years old?
Yeah, but I didn't know like if it would reconstitute or not. I was like, please, I don't want to cement your eyes shut. Like,
so they told
I'll never hear the end of it.
They told me to go to ER. So we make our way to ER. The wait wasn't very long because they considered it an actual emergency because of the concrete portion of it.
So he got to skip the line.
So they took me back in the back room. They put some drops in my eyes that
Numbed it.
numbed the eyes.
It was lidocaine.
I asked them to do both eyes, even though it was the left one that hurt the most. And they flushed it out. Basically, it was just saline water in
big, huge syringes.
In syringes, yeah. You know, open it up and just flushed. And then they put this drop in it that was like a fluorescent, like a luminescent drop.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And so they put then a UV light with a magnifying glass over my eye to check to see if there was any scratches or anything embedded in the eyes. And this one has a small scratch. My left one has a small scratch. Nothing's embedded in it, but there's a small scratch. My right one's completely fine. So I have an antibiotic ointment that I have to put in my eye twice a day. It's like a gel. You put a half-inch strip on your bottom lid, and then it just, all day long, it just keeps your eye in antibiotic or in an ointment.
Clean, nice
and then there's also some eye drops that are for pain relief because my eye does hurt. It's very feels like something's in the back pushing on it. I have a headache around it, and it feels very dry. And then I got myself some artificial tears also.
Yeah.
So all in all, I came out of that pretty much unscathed, other than my ego. I mean, that was the stupidest thing. I have no idea why in the world I thought, oh, I don't need to be wearing my glasses. I wasn't really thinking about it. And why I'm going to take a straw and blow on it. I'm thinking maybe the vacuum as I'm blowing on it will suck up all the dust, but now what an idiot. So that was a 3-hour ordeal.
At least, yeah.
So we had an impromptu date night.
We did. We went and got some food afterwards.
Yeah, went to our favorite Mexican restaurant here around town and got some chimichangas.
Chimmies. So. I think that's what I think that's what he's obsessed with. I think I just smell like chimneys. That and probably weird hospital smells.
Yeah, he just wants to be on your lap.
That's so weird.
He thinks he's a lap dog.
I don't know why. He's never been able to sit on the laps.
Well, like I'll sit with him on the ground and he'll stand over.
Stand over.
Me.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, he does like to be over.
yeah, he likes the cuddles.
He's finally, yeah, he does. It's so weird because when we got him, you know, he was very aloof and he had never really been touched by humans at all. And he was already 6 months old, almost 7 months old when we got him. And so we were kind of nervous that he was going to be really standoffish. And once he came around, boy, oh boy, did he come around.
Yeah.
He became like, he is super lovey-dovey. He is so sweet. He's way more like, as you can see, Winston is probably nowhere around us.
Stop eating this stuff.
And
No.
Levi just loves the people attention.
Yes, he does.
And normally by this point, I would have already been outside saying hello to him, doing the evening chores, but that little trip to town was unexpected, so we just got home and ate really quick, and then
we're enjoying the nice.
It's
it
great
feels
right
really
now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Feels really, really nice.
Yeah, Nate moved our seating up a little bit
Getting in the
because
shade of the red maple leaf, the red leaf maple, and
sounds like Canada, red maple leaf.
yeah. So this morning, Brahma Mama, she has baby number 2.
Yeah, she hatched
now has
another one.
Two babies. So that's exciting, and she's still sitting on the other egg. So maybe we'll have some more. The geese still have not babied out. We're
Eggs
hoping.
have not hatched.
Yeah, it's really close to the due date.
Yeah, I talked to somebody today that has a hatchery in town, and because somebody who's buying tomorrow, coming to pick up some fertilized eggs from me, actually is the neighbor of this lady, and I mentioned that I was looking for potentially a freshly hatched out gosling because she's been sitting for so long, and I'm so nervous that none of them are going to hatch because
it'd be heartbreaking.
it would be and she's already starting to lose some color, and I'm getting a little nervous with how hot it is right now, and her sitting in that house.
Yeah.
And today she was standing up, kind of like seemed a little, I don't want to say distressed, but I'm just a little worried about her. And
Maybe I should put some of that Reflectix around it.
yeah,
That would
so
help.
because we can't really move stuff around, and so she said give it 35 to 36 days, and we're right about there anyway.
Yeah.
But I can't wait too long to pick up the goslings because they have to be very early. They were hatched yesterday, so I was debating grabbing those tomorrow and switching out the eggs. So I think we're gonna probably candle the eggs again tonight maybe, or at least put them on a counter on a flat surface and see if there's any movement. Like see if because they take up to 3 days to actually hatch through the egg sometimes. So I want to see if there's any pipping or anything, because when we candled them, 2 weeks ago, we saw like there was definitely development in there.
Yeah.
Unlike all of the ones we incubated, every single one that we incubated, there was zero development.
Right.
And so I don't think that they were all fertilized, or for whatever reason they just didn't develop. But the ones under her, there was at least 2 of them. I think there was at least 2 that we saw that definitely showed something. I don't remember if we took one out or not. I don't think we did. I don't think we candled all of the eggs. We just took like 2 of them.
I took 2, and both of them had very
something.
solid black mass.
Yeah, dark mass in them. So, and yeah, so we're watching, and now we have a second one starting to sit, which is like, I didn't think they'd go broody, and kind of didn't want them to, but.
And that one's sitting on way too many eggs.
Yeah, because she waited until she laid her full clutch of them, and then is now sitting. So I think we've taken quite a few out, but still there's gotta be 14, 15
Probably.
at least eggs in there still. And her nest is this big.
It's
huge.
It's a big nest. Lots of eggs.
Lots of eggs, and they're just stacked. So it'll be interesting to see if any of those hatch.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the biggest thing that people wanted to know, if we had any gosling chicks yet.
I wish.
I know. The reason I'm saying like I kind of hoped that they wouldn't go broody is because we didn't want to keep the goslings with them.
Right.
We wanted to put them in with our chickens and do it the right way that we did not do last time, where they kind of grow up with chicks and chickens and become protective of them, versus how we kept them all together and then they all bonded to each other, and now they're like this. I mean, it's adorable. The shenanigans are hilarious, but
I will follow you.
yeah, wherever you may go. Yeah, so.
Man, I'm exhausted after all that.
Yeah.
That really took it out of me.
Yeah, probably a little bit of panic, like with your eyeball, too.
Yeah, at first there was a lot of panic because it was a full amount of dust. Like that was a lot that hit my eye.
Yeah, his face was covered, like
directly onto my eyeball. Not.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was.
And,
So.
And I'm trying to flush his eye out, y'all, while he's sitting over, kind of hanging like this. There's only a couple boards on the ground, and so I'm trying not to touch anything so I don't get dirty and keep as clean as I possibly can as I'm trying to have him hold his eyes, and I'm doing this, and there's literally no floor on either side of us, and there's a big just holes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is not ideal.
I was standing on their dirt ledge that's right by the foundation, and I have to crawl down to get underneath the floor joist in the crawl space, and then climb up the ladder and then get onto that platform. And I did all that with like just feeling around, and just trying not to move my eyes, not to blink, like just it's like okay, just calm, just up, okay, just sit here and wait for Katie.
Yep. And while I'm trying to find all of the stuff to flush his eyes out, and then. Yeah, it was a lot. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do. I mean.
Yeah, that was craziness. So, won't make that mistake again.
Yeah. So you're driving yourself.
Yeah. I'll just call a neighbor and have them drive me.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
I wouldn't be able to see.
That was a good boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm exhausted now. So that's the big haps of the day, y'all. Tomorrow, back at, I really want to get that south wall sill plate, new joist.
Yeah.
I want to get that done because then it's ripping out the floor joists. And I just so want to get this done, get this floor finished. I know I still have a lot more work to do, but I'm determined.
Yeah.
I am determined. So, all right. I think I'm done. I'm tired.
Doop doop. Yeah, we got to feed the boys, and I have to go collect eggs. I don't know that I'm going to have enough to fulfill my order tomorrow.
Oh no.
Yeah,
He loves his mama.
He does. I love him too. I think I haven't collected all of the salmon Faverol eggs, but we had 2 hens, like I mentioned, go broody, and so they're obviously not laying because they're broody, which brings me down to only 8, and she wants 3 dozen, and I had 3 days to fill it. And obviously the math doesn't quite work that way. So.
Well, just tell her that she's closer to 3 dozen than she is to infinity. And she'll be, oh yeah, you're right.
She'll be like, absolutely, of course. So I mean, I still have tomorrow as long as she comes a little later in the day to collect.
Yeah, that's true.
But if she wants to come early, then tonight I'm going to tell her this is what I can provide because I can't make them hatch anymore a day.
Yeah.
It's not possible. But I'll have the black Australorp ones for her. No problem.
Yeah.
I was able to collect a dozen of them yesterday, so I only need 1 more dozen. Oh, you're so silly. You're such a goof. Are you trying to tell me you want your dinner?
No, he wants your lovins.
You want my lovins?
He does.
What have I been doing, sir? I've been giving you lovins. He's like, I give up.
It's too hot.
Yeah, it is too hot for this Levi.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.
I'm gonna crash. I just got really exhausted.
Yeah.
It's probably the food that's hitting me.
Yeah, we just ate.
Finally settling down.
All of your adrenaline can kind of, because you were a little amped up when it happened.
First.
Yeah, it's like, You know I only have one speed. I'm
know.
going as fast as I can.
I know. You have two speeds.
Slow and I was gonna say stop and slow. Park and neutral. I don't really have a forward.
Yeah.
Oh man.